Good afternoon to all of you, and on behalf of House of Siemens, a very hearty welcome. It's really exciting and very satisfying to see that on a Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock, most of you are here. We are still expecting a few more of your friends to join in by the evening, and I hope by the end of the evening we'll have most of the 175 to 200 odd confirmed participants. And this gives us a lot of satisfaction that the interest that you show is something indicates that we are on the right direction of what you want us to do. And very heartfelt thanks to all of you for having made it. I'm sure for some of you this is the first user meet, because the last one that we had was probably in 2004 or 5. We had it in Bombay. We had the very first one in Goa. And since for some of you this is new, just a few remarks on what we are trying to do here. What we are not trying to do here is clear. We are not here to sell you any product. So this is not a marketing event. So all of you who feel somewhat stressed that when you attend programs like this, eventually you might be asked to somewhat coaxed into buying something. This is not a program to coax into buying anything. We don't believe in pressurizing people to buy. People should buy voluntarily. So this is not a marketing event. So what is this then? So this is an event which we bring together. This is a program which is actually being organized and conducted by your own representatives. I'll come to that. We call them as a steering committee. This time we put together, we asked for volunteers as to who are willing to come together and let us to bring this program to a good conclusion. We asked a group of steering committee people to volunteer to help us, and they helped us. I'll show you who are the steering committee members. So this is a program we expect in the next 1.5 to 2 days time. We expect a lot of information exchange. There might be many things that might be new to you. I'm sure all of us in our daily routine, we are doing most of what is being driven by, let's say, your referral doctors and what you're used to doing. So this is an opportunity to see if there are others who are doing something different or something differently. And is that interesting for you to adapt as well? So we expect a lot of cross exchange of information. We are not expecting this to be one way. This year we have brought in, as one of the changes, we have brought in a couple of panel discussions. We're going to have in each of the session sufficient time for a Q&A. So you will have whatever queries you have. We are encouraging you to be more participative and then participate in the discussions by asking questions to the presenters. So the whole idea is topics like MR, let's say CT imaging, are evolving by the day. The clinical settings are changing by the day. The disease patterns are changing by the day. So when there is so much of dynamic changes taking place, it's important that once in a couple of years at least, we come together as a group of community of users and then do some kind of a stock taking as to what are we doing, are we on the right track, are we doing things rightly, should we do something better, can we further the science together, right? So this is an interactive platform. We would like you to come together, but it benefits us also in the sense that we can understand what is it that you are satisfied with in terms of what Siemens is able to deliver, in terms of what is still missing from a technology perspective. I will be taking inputs on, purely from a technology perspective, what is missing and stuff like this. So it is more an academic, somewhat clinical setting, so no marketing. I want you to make the most of it, both inside the lecture room, also outside. It's a great opportunity to network. I always find it very somewhat unique, or let's say intriguing, not unique, intriguing, that many of our customers don't know each other. Suddenly when I talk to someone, do you know this doctor from this place? No, I don't know, I've never met him. I know there is someone like this, but I never had a chance to really interact with him. And here's a chance now for you to physically interact, talk to people from all 4 corners of the country. And I can tell you it will be very enriching. Just to go walk across, try and see if you're at least meeting 5 new people whom you have never met before. And just walk across the room and then say, hello, hi, I'm so-and-so, this is where I am, this is what I'm doing, let me know who you are. Just see what you can do in 2 days, you will get to know 30 new people if you try to do this. So this is also a platform for you to do this kind of a networking. So networking, a lot of information exchange, learning, sharing. This is what the whole meet is about. Since I have a presentation, I will still give you something of a formal presentation stuff. Otherwise, the whole setting is informal. Just after this talk, I will take off my tie and see if I can change to a t-shirt. So No formalities here. Let's try and make this as interactive as possible. I'll give you some overview of what's happening in the world of MR, just for you to understand, as users of MR community, some kind of numbers, some kind of global trends, both in technology and in market dynamics might be of interest to you, purely from an academic interest point of view. So let's look at, can we have the slides? Okay. So just some quick understanding of what is the MR, world of MR, how is it looking? It's not Siemens specific number right now. So this is something to tell you from a global perspective, okay, purely from unit numbers. MR, if you look at it from a market perspective as to how many units of MR is being newly added in different parts of the world, you see some very interesting trend, and I'm sure most of you are aware. So for many years you can see that this blue line represents the market size and numbers every year, the market like the US added every year. And you can see for many years, the US market has been the dominant market around the world in terms of pure numbers. The number of MRs added every single year. You can see the year starting here from 1983, and we have data till 2009. And these are industry statistics. This is all manufacturers put together and then share information of what's happening around. And a very interesting trend that you see here in the last few years, from this trend, and when the US economy started facing trouble, there is a big healthcare crisis, as most of you know, that the US is the most expensive place to get a healthcare done. I don't know how many of you know, US as an economy spends over 16% of its GDP on healthcare. It is the most expensive country on the planet to get healthcare done. There could be issues of efficiency or whatever. So because of this crisis that they started understanding, there's a lot of correction that is taking place in the US market. So when US is spending 16.3% of their GDP on healthcare, just to give you some comparison, India spends 5% of its GDP. So we are about 1/3, right? It's not that with 16% US is able to deliver universal healthcare. Even Obama is saying there are a few millions of people who can't access healthcare. And just the neighboring country of US, Canada, spends only 8% of GDP and can give universal healthcare. So this tells you that the US healthcare system seems to be in some kind of a crisis, and as a result of that, the markets in US are changing quite significantly. What is very interesting, we will not go into all the details. What's very interesting is, you look at this pink line, pinkish looking line, this line. This is a line representing Asia and Australia, and it excludes Japan, because Japan is a big market mover in Asia. So when you look at Asia, Australia, excluding Japan, now last year, this market is even bigger than the US. So clearly, Asia, there is a lot of effort to bring up the install base, because there's a big gap that exists in these kind of countries. And you can see for the first time that the Asian market has become even bigger than what the US is, and closely followed by the Western Europe, and then the other clusters are here. So it's an interesting development it's probably indicative of the overall healthcare market itself, that the US is in crisis, but at the same time, Asia as a country, China as a major driver there, is pushing up the healthcare activity, and that's something which is interesting. We are right now even ahead of, this market is even bigger than the US market. So just as an interesting academic information for you to be aware of. This is a pure marketing bit, and this is probably the only marketing bit you will hear from me, but this is based on facts. And the fact is, if you look at the market share development, and this data is based again on industry associations putting the numbers together. There is this NEMA, and there is JEMA, all kinds of industry associations from each country when they give the data together. And this is where you see the blue line. I'll come to the market share slide. Let's go here straight. If you look at the market share here, Siemens is the green line, and you can see that from this year, which is 99-2000, where we started growing, and currently clearly Siemens is recognized around the world by all the industry players as the market leader with over 40% market share on a global basis. And there are many things which aided this along the way. In 2003, we came up with the TIM. Most of you are familiar with the TIM technology. And then, of course, we came up with products, the 70 centimeter 3 Tesla, and of course, now last year RSNAV launched. So you are a part of a user community which is a global leader. At least that's the purpose of the slide, that you are part of an innovation leader, which innovation around the world is being respected. And as a result of this, clearly we are also happening to be the not only innovation leader, we are also happening to be the market leaders. Just another academic point for you. In terms of the overall market, all vendors put together, which technology is still predominantly used? 64% is still 1.5 Tesla. Of course, the trend of the 3 Tesla is growing globally. Currently, it's at 19%. So out of 5, every 1 is a 3 Tesla today, and this trend is changing. But still 2/3 of the MR is still a 1.5 Tesla. That seems to be the bulk of the work where MR work is getting done.